this second stage of this video, I'm going to show you a workflow that is using conditions. And then after this, we'll actually go in depth of actually building one. So this example workflow here has an appointment status of showed. You could have an additional filter in here above that to say a specific calendar appointment status is showed, but in this case, it's just appointment showed. There is a timer that waits 1 minute and then will advance as long as it's between 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. And then it's going to send a text message that says, "Hi, Matt," or whoever, the contact name, "thank you for visiting at us," insert business name. "We would really appreciate any feedback you have. With 5 being the highest and 1 being the lowest, how would you rate your experience at the clinic today?" And then there is a wait step, which is using the wait for contact reply, and it's specifically waiting for a reply to that SMS that was set, and it is set to timeout after 2 days. So after 2 days, if there is no reply that satisfies the branches you'll see in a minute, this workflow will just end because it'll be the none branch that you'll see in a minute. And then we have the condition here. So this one's actually incorrectly labeled. It's contact replied is all this is, okay? And then we have 5 branches, contact replied with a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, or no reply. So if there's no reply that satisfies any of these branches after 2 days, it will just end the workflow. So if we have a look at this, the way this is set up, you can see that we have renamed the branches with the number, and every segment is very, very simple, or every branch is very, very simple. It simply has one segment that says replied message contains 5, and so on. Then we have another branch, replied message contains 4, and all the way through for our 5 segments for each possible rating. Now, if we look at the segments here, for example, if they say 1, the system's going to wait 1 minute, and then it's going to send a text message back that says, "Thank you for your feedback. I'll pass this message on to see how we can improve next time." The same message will go if they send a 2. Then we have a different message for 3, which will say, "Thank you for your feedback. Have a great day." That's for a 3 or a 4. If they reply with 5, they get a different message. "Thanks. We're thrilled to hear you had a fantastic experience. Have a great day." And that's ultimately how branches work. Now, this workflow has an additional step after the review rating of 5 to do with a review request. Now, you do need to be mindful of this because certain review platforms do state that you need to send a review request to everybody, not just certain contacts. However, if you did want to proceed with this, this is how you would do it. You can see here, if they reply 5, then you can have additional steps in your branches here, your branch 5. In this case, we wait 3 days, and then anytime between 9 a.m. and 5 p.m., it's going to add a tag to that person for the review request, which you would have another workflow which would activate your review request. Similarly, you could add extra steps down the other end of the spectrum to notify you of particularly poor results if you wanted to review those in depth. So that concludes the second stage of this tutorial video. So far, we've had a look at exactly how conditions work with branches, segments, and conditions. You've seen a workflow that shows an example of how this would work. So if that's all you need, then you can just wrap up the tutorial right now. Otherwise, we're going to actually build out a very similar workflow to this step by step. So if you want the step by step, how do I actually create this? That's what we'll show you right now.